Alrighty, welcome back to Great Britain, where I'm doing my final day to get 25 development in each of my provinces at home. This game, I haven't played in a week or two now, so this game, so far I have annexed Portugal, or rather I had a personal union with Portugal, so there are a whole bunch of colonies around the world that I have and own. Now the problem with those is that you keep on having wars for independence. This is the Second British Columbian War for Independence, started in 1706. And I think that's where we actually left off. So before I dive into that though, just want to show my allies in this. So Spain is the biggest instigator. Spain is the country that is getting on my nerves the most right now because they will guarantee the independence of my colonies such as British Columbia, and that's when these wars start. But I'm allied with Austria, which is great. I used to have claims on Scandinavia. I actually tried making friends with them recently. Yeah, I just started doing that, I think. Actually, I cannot improve this any further, and I think the reason why is because I have them rivaled. Yes. And I cannot unrival them while I'm at war. Okay, so let me just take a look here. I have a rebel uprising. I have pretender rebels, which I can't seem to beat. I think I just finished a war, too. And I think that's my, my issue here. British Australia has a high liberty desire. And the best way to probably get that down is to send someone down there to make friends. The other thing I'm doing right now is I'm actually annexing Georgia, which is one of my vassals. And I think that hasn't been going too well. Because they're actually part of this independence war. That's why. So I need to beat them before I can even do annex them. Okay. So now I have subjects with high liberty desire. I have to keep these pretender rebels from taking me out. And right now the only army I have is this royal army. I also have air separatists. I fought a brief war down here, and I really don't want them to rise up against me. I cannot give any more autonomy. Actually, I can right here. So let me do that. And then at least that way I can get rid of some of this. Some of these rebels. So the only ones that are really going to rise up are the ones in air. And I'm going to do harsh treatment on them right now. I can make states, which is probably a great idea if it wasn't for the fact that I just want to get to 25 development at home. I do have loans as well. I have 8 of them. War, I know that. My ports are blockaded. That's likely since I'm at war. Exploration ideas. And I have a free slot. I think that's the main point of that one. 19 active forts. Too many military leaders. Local unrest. Free advisor slots. Truce will expire. Disputed secessions. No one that I'm interested in. And I have claims on provinces I don't own, mostly in France. Okay. So I know what's going on now, I just need to win this war. And I think I will not be able to do that, actually. Simply because these armies are too strong. So let me see what I need to do. British Columbia, Gascony, Picardy, Georgia, and British Caribbean. So they want me to give up a whole bunch of stuff. Algarve goes to Spain. So they just want British Columbia, Gascony, Picardy, Georgia, and British Caribbean. I would hate to give up Georgia. Absolutely hate to give up Georgia. So let's actually not release Georgia. Is it under null treaties? No. Revoke course, return course, see promises. Wait a minute. Grant independence. So it's all or nothing. Otherwise they won't release it. Do you want to know something? I'm almost willing to do that just to finish this game. So my goal isn't to have these colonies, right? My goal is, and I just released Picardy and Gascony in the south here. So British Columbia is independent. I have high liberty desire in all of these different countries now, which is not great. So let's improve relations then. Let me also take care of these rebels, these darn rebels. I cannot remove them as an enemy, right? Duh. But I already removed them as a rival. My income's still high enough. Hey, quite fun. So let me just turn down my forts. And actually my navies too, I don't need those. Let's turn on my fleet maintenance. And let's repay some of these loans. They have 22 stacks up there, 22 and a half. Also, let's send someone to California, someone to British Argentina, because they're going to want to revolt too, and I don't want any of that. Military access from Holland. Who's Holland fighting? Hamburg, Riga, Bremen, Lübeck, sure. These guys are really quite relocating to Gwynedd. So let me just put maintenance up on the marches so they can't move as freely. Burgundy's opinion changed by 25. And I lost my casus belli on Gascony. And Austria took Constantinople. Amazing. And Spain's about to take Serbia. So I need Flanders. Why do I... Why am I in Flanders? Why do I have military access through Flanders? Oh, I forgot they're in Africa. They don't even have part of Europe anymore. These poor fools. Now, in the meantime, I still have these pretender rebels, and I'm not going to be able to take them out with the troops that I have right now. So let me build some extras. Because they're about to take on the marches. And then in terms of corruption, I only have unbalanced research plus 10%. So once I raise my diplomatic tech, I should be fine. In terms of military tech, 23 seems to be pretty good. Spain has 24 already. I do have a lot of mercenaries too. I don't know how I feel about that. But I'll build some more just because I want to take out these pretender rebels. So I can start rebuilding a little here. Okay, so diplomatic tech brings me to more balanced research, which helps with my costs. So I almost pay nothing for rooting out corruption right now. Why does Scandinavia hate me so much? I almost just want to give up all my colonies and just focus purely on home. So... Hey. Why is there an error connecting with the network? Alright, well... Just look it up over here. So, what is it called? It's an EU4 achievement. Industrial evolution, I think it's called. An industrial revolution. So I need to have it in this says Northumbria, Wales, Mercia, East Anglia. So let me do it from south to north. This is already at 25. This is not. $25. I'm just gonna go from south to north. Gosh, and I really hope that this is enough infantry over here to take on these pretender rebels. A royal marriage with Burgundy has ended. So Argentina, I might just have to give up too. I don't even want to fight this war. The independence is supported by Scandinavia. California might flip too. So, how do I give this guy's independence? Cancel transfer trade power. Must be a way. There must be a way to peacefully release these guys. Release one of your colonial subjects. There you go. You're free, buddy. Go do your own thing. But in return, I'm actually going to ally these guys now. Lost the Siege of the Marches. It's fine. Now, I have 34 troops, so let's just go in there and take these guys out. I am still not going to beat these guys. They have so much more morale. That's amazing. California, just stop. Hey, Fjordy. How's it going? Long time no see. Albania's next, I remember, don't worry. So Spain released Ragusa, and now Austria's going to eat Ragusa. And Greece exists. Interesting. Did I just get wiped? No. These stupid pretender rebels. I'm telling you. What do they want? I think they want to install their own guy. These rebels will never negotiate. He's a 1-2-2. Our current guy's actually not that bad. So it's 25. I'm just going to push these up to 25 now. That's my goal. And then after that, I'm done with this one. And I keep losing to the rebels. Do you want to know something? I'm just going to release all these. I have no patience for this right now. I know I'll lose a bunch of merchants. But I honestly do not even want to bother with this anymore. This is just a huge pain in the ass. Okay. Because I have to focus on what I want to do here. So Australia is its own little thing. It's perfectly fine. And I'll just focus on Africa now, if anything. For now, I just have to focus on beating these rebels. Because these guys are gonna hurt a lot. I think Scandinavia also wants Iceland. But I actually kind of want to make friends with them. I want to make friends with them, and I want to make friends with... Probably Brandenburg would be a good one. Because they're getting kind of big. I'm just going to keep my diplomat in Scandinavia for now. Let me send someone to Burgundy. And I need taxes. I have a lot of loans still that I need to pay back. So I gotta figure that one out first before I start, I guess, upgrading. But I suppose I don't have to. Meanwhile, Scandinavia and the Commonwealth are allied. Actually, though they used to be, not anymore. They don't have each other rivaled, though. That's the interesting thing. They just both hate me. A lot. Okay. Who else is Austria allied with? Let's make friends with those people. They're just allied with Gotland. They have similar rivals, though, to me, so that's nice. So these rebels that I have, the pretender rebels, they actually they're starting to enforce their demands. Alright, so let me start capping some of this back. I think they're gonna kick my ass right now. Yep. Damn it! Oh, they're crossing. That's actually good. So let's move that here, so that way if I take Ayrshire, they won't be able to cross back. Oh, they're already on their way back. Can ease the tax burden on the bereaved. I'm just gonna take the extra unrest. I'm fine with that. Alliance-wise, royal marriage. I can't do royal marriage with those guys yet. Who else has rivaled them? See, the funny thing is, Scandinavia actually has a similar rival in me. Oh, wait, with me, which is Spain. What? Mali has a claim? Oh. I thought they had a claim on, like, my homeland. I was like, how did you get up there? So I feel like we're gonna have a new king here in a moment. Which is fine. Just get on with it. That's really my issue here. Sure, Liege, you can have military access. So this one's 25 now. London's already 25, so I don't have to worry about that. Let's do Essex. And I think I already have the, yeah. What is it? The aspects of faith that give me 5% development cost reduction. And Scandinavia keeps on sowing discontent. It's annoying. Very annoying. And we have an heir to the throne, which doesn't really help much, because he's going to get kicked out anyways by these rebels. And you know, come to think of it, actually I only have one colonist, but at least I'll be able to take these two provinces as well. And then Holland actually owns this little piece of land right here. Okay, interesting. So London's gonna fall. And once London falls, that'll be that. I have no military right now. So let me rebuild one. In preparation for the fall of London. And I don't really care if my country is weak, because I really just want to get 25 development in each of my provinces. Which makes me think, technology development. So I want each of these ones to be yellow, and I think I only need the ones up to here. That's England. It's the core of England. Well, marriage, alliance, Burgundy, okay. Flanders. I still have military access for Flanders, which I don't need. So let me cancel this. And can I make friends with anybody down here? Because maybe that's a good move. Dutch Niger. No, I can't. Tunis might be an option, but they're allied with Morocco. And the Papal State. No. Switzerland. Meh. No. There just isn't a lot of good people to ally with. Just to increase my army maintenance. I don't see this army doing anything against these rebels. I just don't see it. They're gonna take London next, and at that point, come on, move to London. At that point, they'll probably win their rebellion. Just gonna let all these different countries go through here. Sickness of the king. More power to the nobles. I don't want to be defender of the faith. Okay. I'll just take higher autonomy. I don't want to decrease my taxes right now because I'll need them. Let me send my open diplomat to Austria. Just to make sure they stay my friends. And I forgot I actually have the Azores and Madeira. Madeira as a as my lands. So once London falls, they'll install their king. just gonna keep improving my provinces. 25 development. Gain a commandant. Yeah, and now my inflation's gonna go through the roof. Oh, and actually, no, never mind. I thought all these truces were actually me refreshing or renewing my loans there. We've lost the siege of London, which means within 2 years they're gonna put their own heir or their own guy on the throne. Okay. So let's... I can't change this until 1715, so another 4 years and then I can change my focus. Where was he born? Looks like a Scottish name. I mean, an Irish name. I should be able to repay my first loans. Relations with Brandenburg. Okay, let me recall that. I'm going to repay my first loan here. Burgundy declared war on Liege. Maybe I'm able to convince either of these to be my vassal, but I don't think so. I'd have to go to war with them, and I don't want to do that right now. Almost there. This province, 2 more. Well, actually, I can do it right now. 24, and I'll do one more. Administrative. And 9 more months, then I'll have a new king. I don't need more rebels right now. I already have enough. And these guys are about to enforce their claims. Okay. And let me just take another look at my allies. Burgundy, I'm gonna make friends with Burgundy. Who else likes me? I don't think there are many countries that like me right now. Brandenburg does. Brandenburg just lost the war against Holland. But they don't like me enough to ally me. Holland certainly doesn't like me enough either. There just aren't any good countries to ally with. Except maybe in the New World. But French Mexico is still a vassal. Oh, the USA! Oh, I forgot I released these guys. Let's ally with the United States, why not? And they have a king, that's funny. King Frederick the First Percy. And Pretender Rebels are going to be done in 1 month. I wonder if the 32 stacks turns into an army I can actually use. It should. Yep, okay. Adolphus has tragically died. Yeah, he got murdered. That heir is not bad. James Stewart is average. Oh, and Margaret already died. She was such a good heir. Oh my god, it lasted like 2 seconds. No. National unrest, discipline +5, diplomats +1. I don't think I changed my government type. This guy has a strong claim on the throne. French Mexico wants to declare independence. Sure. And the United States is almost ready to ally. Rebel uprisings in Timbuktu. Let me just take a look. I can't do anything about those either. So those might pop. Unless I give them some harsh treatment. But I'm not going to do that. So let me just let this run here. I'm going to deactivate some more of my forts. French Mexico only has their independence supported by me. I wish there were other countries who were supporting their independence. Okay, I can be allied with the United States. So let me do that. These guys are just relentless. Oh, I know I can't do it anymore. It took forever to come across the pond. So now I gotta improve relations again. Oh, it's so silly. I'm gonna have to take a second diplomat and send him over there. In terms of military advisors, let's see if I can recruit a minister. And recruit another minister. These are so cheap. Establish New World missions. No. So the only one I can't really recruit for that well is military, but that's alright. I'll just have to hire one that's not a 3 and still pay about 9 coin for them. These are about 10 each, and the reason why they're so low is because I recruit them from my estates. Okay, so I'm just gonna send another diplomat over there. Excuse me. So I'm allied with the United States. Spanish are massive, and Canada too. And we're fighting wars. They're not doing very well in them. And I'm actually kind of happy they didn't call me in. Improve relations again with Brandenburg. They might actually be able to, or willing to, ally me now. Okay. System military power. So that one's at 25. That one's going to be a pain to get to 25. Norfolk. It'll take a little while to get those all the way up. Those guys. George is my heir, and George is not as good as Margaret. Margaret was a lot better. Oh, I just hired this guy and he's already dead. The House of Stuart is shaken. Yeah, I'll lose prestige. And I finally converted the Heretics of Twad, which is a great name, to Protestantism. Scandinavia continues to sow discontent amongst my population, which does not help. And France is growing. Burgundy is small again. Damn. Trier is actually very sizable as well. And they may be willing to ally with me. So let me improve relations there as well. I'm already allied to the Emperor. Let's keep pushing development up, 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 up. I'm actually going to put a focus on administrative, I think, because it gives me more tax. This cost is modified. Okay. Base tax 5, but you shall gain local recruitment time. No. Local goods produced. So I actually want to do... No, actually I'm going to keep it on diplomatic, because that's the one I want to increase more, because I get more goods produced. The United States already loves me, so I'm not going to continue improving relations there. And let me get another guy that does discipline, just in case something like this happens. The nation of Austria is requesting that you come to the aid in the Austrian-Ulmer nationalist war against Ulm. Sure. I don't even need to do anything for this. Oh, I could probably ally Genoa. Come to think of it. So let me improve relations there too. And I'm going to decrease my army and fleet maintenance. And what I'll do is, let me deactivate these forts and just up the ones in France. Like so. We're now at war with France. And a whole bunch of other countries. Okay. So either way, I'm going to be at war. That's what that means. Whether I like it or not. I'm also one military tech behind already, which doesn't really help me. That's okay, because my goal is, like I said, to get to 25 development in each of my provinces as quickly as possible. Oh, and France is in South Africa. Marvelous. The war goal for this one is to defend the capital, French Mexico, which they may very well be poised to do. Where's the capital? Right here. Coaches.